Hello, fellow YouTubers, this is Utah Moses here to give you my 33rd DVD and Blu-ray update. So let's begin. So for DVDs, I have Bones Season 2 and 3. Now I've been progressively liking the show so far after watching through Season 1. Still am though, and hopefully I'll get to these seasons very soon. And something that I found out about the show is that Emily Deschanel is married to a cinematographer by the last name, so she adopted that name from him, and she really is just an aunt of actress Zooey Deschanel, and really, I find her more attractive than Emily Deschanel, for those of you that aren't offended by that. So that's all for DVDs. Let's head on to Blu-rays. And first one I got is Up in the Air, starring George Clooney, the Jason Reitman film. And I like these kinds of films by Jason Reitman more, along with Thank You for Smoking, because the script isn't packed with so much of that hipster dialogue and any of those cheesy plot devices like glued together toys or the obsession with Dario Argento. But I find this to be a bit more dramatic than all of his films that he made so far. And something that I realized a while ago is that Anna Kendrick in this, or in any other movie, looks like a female Tom Cruise. And finding that out now, I can never look at her again without thinking about him. Creepy, isn't it? Next one is Field of Dreams, with Kevin Costner as a farmer who starts getting bipolar disorder and starts hearing noises in his head for them to tell him to build a baseball field out of his crop field, and then a baseball team came over to play on it. Now, if that isn't strange, then I don't know what is, but this is one of those movies that I've been putting off for a long while, and I'm glad that I did because I got the 100th anniversary edition from Universal on Blu-ray combo pack. And a bit of trivia, the voice that's been speaking to Kevin Costner is done by Ray Liotta, who also plays one of the baseball players who plays on his field. And Kevin Costner cared about it in an interview that he was the one that did the voice for it in his head. So, hopefully, I'll enjoy it. Next one is Chariots of Fire, the Blu-ray digibook, which is about two Olympic runners who joins the British Olympic Games so that they would partake in the games. As simple as that, but very complicated. Now, this is the Best Picture winner of 1982, I believe. Kept on thinking it was 1981, but anyways, I like a lot of what they packed in there, especially the cover, special features, and it even comes with a bonus CD track which features music from the movie by composer Vangelis, and if you don't know who he is, he's the composer for my all-time favorite sci-fi movie, Blade Runner, which the music in there I like more than Vangelis, even though this did win an Oscar for Best Music. And I got this for $20 at Walmart. So enough said. Next one is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Now this is an awesome movie from James Cameron, and really much better than the first one, which was a film noir, while T2 is a full-blown action movie with a heart. And one day I was going out to get Pulp Fiction on Blu-ray, but they ran out at Future Shop, so I decided to get this for very cheap. Now, this is the Skynet edition, which there's no difference with special features or length of the movie. It's just the better picture quality and audio you get on this. Next one is the Red Riding Trilogy, which relates in no way to Red Riding Hood with Amanda Seyfried, where it's about a bunch of stories revolving around Britain, I believe, where crimes concerning child abduction, sex trafficking, and murder occurs in Europe. And this follows 3 separate movies, and they were both released around the same time as each other, and it stars notable actors like Andrew Garfield, Sean Bean, and Rebecca Hall. And I was very interested by this movie for a bit of a long time, and I got this at Superstore for only $10. The movies are on Blu-ray, but most of the special features are on a standard definition DVD, just to let you know. Next one is Equilibrium, the Steelbook Blu-ray Combo Pack, starring Christian Bale as a law enforcement in a dystopian future where feelings are illegal there, and when something concerns him about some sort of conspiracy, he plans on breaking down the system of the society. Now, a lot of people had been saying that this is an overlooked sci-fi movie, and they just loved the hell out of it, while critics just pounded the shit out of it with bad reviews. And can't say much since I haven't seen it yet, but I will. And the transfer on here, I heard, it isn't the worst, but it begs for a better treatment, and the special features are the same as the original DVD, just a featurette and a few deleted scenes, that's it. But this is directed by Kurt Wimmer, who made this and another sci-fi movie called Ultraviolet that everyone basically hated because it was boring, the story doesn't make sense, and it looks too fuzzy on the screen. Next one is La Haine, the Blu-ray Criterion film, which is about a friend who gets beaten up by the police. A riot breaks out, and one of the police officers loses a gun and was obtained by one of his friends named Vince, who plans on holding one of the police officers hostage to protect his friend and tries to save his life. Now, this is a French film. I had to specially order this, and it sounds interesting, the plot is, and it stars Vincent Cassel at a very young age, the youngest that I've seen him, in fact, and there's a introduction video before you watch the movie, which is done by Jodie Foster, believe it or not, and some good special features on here, so hopefully I'll enjoy it. Last one is The Sound of Music, the 45th anniversary edition, which stars Julie Andrews as the wife of a naval captain who looks after her children when her wife died, I believe. And, oh boy, did I got this at a real solid deal. This was only $30 at the flea market, brand new, and I always wanted to get the best edition of this movie. And I'm actually going to display everything that this box set comes with on the floor. Alright, so here you go. You have your photo book, which tells all about the making of Sound of Music, your certificate saying that you bought the Sound of Music 45th Anniversary Edition, the sleeve, of course, because sleeves are neat, you need to have them, and your little Sound of Music box, neat, and boom! Your Sound of Music Blu-ray DVD combo pack for all you losers that don't have a Blu-ray player. And under that, you have your Sound of Music novel, which is basically a retelling of the movie in print. And you have your Sound of Music envelope, which features all the archive footages of the movie. And also, of course, your Sound of Music box. So there you go. So that's all I got to say. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back later. Until then, this is Yuto Moses, signing out.